Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Movie Back series. Today I have with me Tyrone. Tyrone is going to be telling me all about his journey in Ghana, what he's doing here, his ups and downs and all of that. Aren't you?
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Okay, so Tyrone, we met a little while back. We met at Jerk Soul. I feel like I've met so many people through Jerk Soul. And we kind of got to talking and I discovered that you have set up some type of clinic here, right?
Akwaba. My name is Tyrone Jamar, CEO of American Rejuvenation Clinic. Welcome to our facility.
First of all, how did you get to Ghana? Are you Ghanaian?
No, actually, I'm African American, but my brother brought me here about 5 years ago. So I first came on it was a tourist activity.
Okay.
For me, I didn't plan on moving here, but you know, fast forward 3 years later, after my first visit, we started to set up a medical facility here.
Right.
So.
Okay. Okay. So what caused the jump from coming on holiday to actually setting up that clinic? Like, how did that happen? That's just random.
Yeah, it really is. It seems random.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, a lot of us are getting stressed out, you know, back in the States. So, you know, the job that I was in, I mean, I liked my job, but at the same time, I never felt like I always wanted to do things on my own, have my own business. And you know, having a non-compete in the States, you know, I couldn't set up a similar business there.
So that's your background. Your background is in the medical field.
Yes,
right?
yes. So like I've been, you know, I've been a CEO before from a medical clinic before. Also helped with setup in a lot of different medical facilities. So I did the same thing here. It's a lot easier, in my opinion, setting up here just because, well, Ghana forces you to move slow.
Yeah, it does, right?
So it gave me time to really implement everything. You know.
Okay, so how did the transition go from being over there and having a clinic and setting it up here? Was it kind of easy to do? Was there a lot of loopholes to jump through? How was it?
Yeah, it's, you know, surprisingly, Ghana takes their health care very serious here. So the hospitals here have the same regulations as we do back in the States.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much. So it's just about getting on the ground and learning how the system flows. They have different bodies, different boards, medical boards for pharmacy, laboratory. And they have one unibody, which is called HEFRA. So, you know, once you get your connects, you know.
So how did you get your connects though? I think that's the problem that a lot of people have when they want to come here and they want to start businesses. They don't know where to start. Like, who do you approach? How does it happen?
Right. That's why key is not to rush into things. So I was here for 3 years before I actually decided to. I mean, back and forth. So that period of time gave me time to actually meet people in different areas, and that was actually my goal. Each time I came here is updating my, you know, contacts and to be able to improve my connections here. So going to different events and, you know, being careful about which events you go to. Different events where you know those people, you're going to bump into those people. So.
Okay, nice. Right, so you moved to Ghana. How was the transition for moving? Not even the business, just moving here. How did you find a place to stay? How did you know what you were going to do? How did you know the area to pick? How did you go about it?
I actually freestyle, like, so.
Really?
When I first came, I was in somewhere far away in Donsima.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is far.
Yeah, and so that was like my first, and then, you know, I was there for about 6 months or maybe even 4 months, and then I came to East Legon, where I feel like there's a lot. You're closer to Accra. There's a lot more things happening here to be able to bump into the right people. But yeah, it took me a while to get oriented. Knowing where, you know, because going from some people, I see them going to Kaswa, some people to live. So actually, if you want to get here and your goal is business, you want to be closer to the city because
Yeah.
the back and forth will
The traffic,
yeah,
right?
it'll stress you out enough.
Yeah,
From the
no, for
traffic to
real.
the it's just a lot of mishaps.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. So how did you get to Dansoma? How did you pick that specific area? Like, did you know kind of like the layout of Ghana and sort of where you wanted to be?
No, actually, when I first came, I intentionally stayed a year, back and forth. But I had no clue. My brother didn't have a clue, and then and his wife, she knows Ghana more, but she was, back in the States. So
Right.
I think I found the apartment on Tonaton
Oh,
or
okay,
some.
okay. You went through that.
I think I got it off of a website and went and checked it out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is a decent spot. So I started there.
Yeah.
Then I start looking at the map and seeing how the city flows, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm out the way. I need to.
Wrong location, right?
Right.
So how was the hunting process for an apartment? You said you went through Toniton. What was that like?
I won't lie to you. It was a little bit irritating because
That's
there's
why
a
I
lot
asked.
of it's a lot of fake properties on there,
Yeah.
and then the pictures matching up with the, the actual product. You'll see pictures and then you'll go in like this is not
It's not the
what I
same
see
house.
online.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the same way in the States though. Like when I try to find an apartment.
Really?
In
Is
the
it the
States,
same?
yeah, it's the same. I mean, may not be the extreme, but
Yeah.
so you're still gonna have to run around and look at your property to make sure that it's what you
Yeah.
want.
So what was your main reason for moving to Ghana? Okay, aside from the clinic and you wanting to set up a business, what did you feel brought you to actually Ghana and not one of the other African countries?
Really, mainly, it was a little bit of research. The other countries, Ghana seemed ripe for the market, but also it was familiarity. So like, being that I have, a sister-in-law here, and have been here multiple times to visit, it
Yeah.
made me more comfortable, obviously, to start here than some other country I have no, connections. So.
I get you. So what did your family say when you said, look, I'm moving to Ghana? How did they feel about it?
I made pretty wise decisions for the most part in my life. So like, they were a little bit confused at first, but in the same stance, I think a lot of them, they were confused, but they were like, okay, maybe there's something to this.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so they were happy to kind of let you go and do what you needed to do.
Just explore and.
Have any of them actually been to Ghana apart from, you said, your brother?
Yeah, I have an aunt that's been here, but a lot of them plan on coming this year.
Okay.
So
okay.
we'll see what happens.
Nice. Okay. So what advice would you give to someone who's trying to move here and doesn't really know they know a little bit about Ghana, but doesn't really know too much? How would you stop them from making mistakes? What would you say to them?
Before coming to Ghana, unless you have connections on the ground, refrain from spending money or investing into anything or renting a rental before you touch down and see it yourself.
Yeah.
Take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush to do everything because like Ghana moves a lot slower than it does in the States. So we have to really give ourselves ample times to see the system, to be able to, get an accurate assessment of the layout. So some of us who even been in business for a long time in certain fields, you still have to see how it operates in another country. So take your time and, touch your feet on the ground. Don't just jump into something. Wait at least a year.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, wait a year and make sure everything is on the up and up before you just come and start throwing money everywhere.
Yeah. So you mentioned like here's a lot slower. In what sense is it slower here?
Even from business coming from in the States, you file some paperwork. They tell you when you'll hear back from them. Usually it's not too long.
Yeah.
Here in Ghana, a lot of paperwork you fill out and it just stays on the desk. You don't know when they'll get to you.
Yeah.
So filing for a license after you've already, see, this is what I mean by slow down.
Yeah.
Because for instance, I made mistakes coming here. I rented a building for the medical facility and was given a timeline based on when licenses would be done.
Right.
And, you know, being here and not knowing the way things work, it took me about twice as long than it should have.
Wow.
So that's 6-7 months of rent.
Oh, and you're not making
Right,
any money,
and you're not
right?
you know, the building just has to stay there.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know, due in depth. And that, so like, that was just one thing for me. I feel like it's.
Yeah, yeah. So did you have any other kind of near misses like that? Has there been times where like you see that you could have made a mistake doing something, but maybe it didn't happen?
Oh, plenty. Like, there's been times where people have, you know, I've been paying someone to do a job or a service, and instincts just tell you, you know,
Yeah.
like, let's slow down on this and see. And then come to find out, you've heard the guy is taking money from this person and this
Yes.
person, and
Yes.
you know, that happens a lot. Land sales out here,
Yeah. Yeah.
buying land out here is something else.
It's crazy, huh?
So that's another one. Just there's been, I actually avoided so many different litigation issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, on acquiring properties out here.
I think land here, you have to be so careful. If you don't get it from the right person, you can make a huge mistake. Because sometimes it's just like this. It looks so good.
Right.
But then when you start digging a little deeper, you realize that it's not actually what it is, you know. People have been known to sell land 4 times to 4 different people over and over. So you have to be really careful. So I think that's really good advice that you're giving to tell people to kind of slow down before you invest in something. Take your time. Because here definitely moves a lot slower to the west. And I think that's one of the things that definitely need to highlight, you know. So tell me, what's some of the things that you love about being in Ghana? What does Ghana mean to you?
Well, no more winters.
Yeah, it is. I'm hot as I'm sitting here, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer being hot than cold. And, I love the sense of, I mean, freedom in a way where, in the States, I feel like there's certain areas that would make it a lot harder for me to enter into different spaces. But here in Ghana, it's like as long as you have the ability to play the system, whether it be financial or the experience or education, there's no barriers stopping you from.
Yeah.
So I feel that. Of course, the environment, the nature. Ghana has probably the most diverse landscape, as far as different environments, savanna, tropical rainforest, the beach, the mountains. So
absolutely.
So if anytime you want to get away, you're pretty much in any terrain that you want to be in.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
And then I mean, people are pretty friendly here as well. So.
Have you found the fact that, I don't know, do you speak a Ghanaian language?
No, I don't.
Do you find that that's a barrier to anything that you want to do?
I wouldn't say a barrier. I could say a frustration. It can be frustrating, but I don't feel it to be a barrier because I guess it depends on what you want to do. Maybe if you want to mix locally, you know, you stay in a certain area, talking to your neighbors may not be as easy.
Yeah.
But there's still a way around it, you know.
Absolutely.
Somebody, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't speak a language myself, not really. Well, I can speak a little bit of Ewe, but I don't really speak when I go out. But I still manage to do what I need to do for the most part. Like, you know, it's pretty easy in that sense.
Yeah, it's very
easy. Yeah. So are there things here that you wish you could change, perhaps, that frustrate you a little bit? He's laughing.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That's a loaded laugh, by the way.
No, but obviously each country has its positives and negatives. So I'll give you some of the negatives. The traffic, for one, can be very bad in the city, in Accra. Traffic is terrible. Can slow you up, change your plans in your day. Transparency when it comes to business could be another thing. Culturally, we differ. Where you discuss the price so many times during the process. Like, so, but that can be avoided, you know. Don't be afraid to use an attorney or anything
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
business done, or a middleman even.
Yeah.
But that, and then also being from the States, they know you're not, you know,
Yeah.
Ghanaian. So even though we all come from other Africa, at the same time, like, don't fool yourself when you come out here to think that everybody's gonna, oh, welcome back home. Like, you know, we are not Ghanaian, you know, those of us who are not born here in the culture. So they're gonna sense that in, you know, the
Yeah.
protection as far as when it comes to scamming and overpricing sometimes can happen to you because they see you to be a foreigner.
Yeah. I
So,
think my experience of like that whole scamming thing, I feel like everybody gets scammed because sometimes I'm like surprised when I hear people who are like born and raised here that have got
Oh, yeah.
scammed. I'm like, wow, you got scammed too. So it happens to everybody. It's just sometimes it's how much you're going to be scammed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, it's going to happen, but it's just like how much, you know?
it's going to happen, and no matter which country you come to, it doesn't matter if it's the Bahamas,
Yeah,
France,
yeah, yeah.
Italy. I mean, you know, like any country you go to, you're going when you're new and they sent you there,
Yeah.
like you become a target. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you go to New York City and you've never been to New York before, and you're staring at all the skyscrapers
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a fanny pack on.
Yeah.
Then
Make
they're gonna
yourself
bump
obvious.
into you
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
snatch something out of your pocket.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
It's
it
very
happens all
true.
over the world. Wherever you're new, there's a sense that you don't know the system and you
Yes.
can be taken advantage of. So.
So how have you found the food here? How do you get on with that?
I like, you know, for me, I've always been a picky eater, but
Like me.
but at the same time, what I love about here is that, I mean, we do have some of the restaurants that we're accustomed to back in the States. There's
Yeah.
a lot of themed restaurants for different cultures, but from the aspect of cooking,
Yeah.
if you're somebody that's picky and you want to cook your own food, or you're picky about ingredients,
Yeah.
natural ingredients, we have access to, like, you know, all this produce and
Yeah, yeah.
these natural fruits and vegetables and herbs here more so than you would back in the
Yeah,
States.
yeah, yeah. It's all fresh, right?
Right. So
So have you tried some of the local dishes like banku, fufu, kenke?
sure, yeah. I've had pretty much everything. You know, I love the food here, even the local food, the stews, a lot of the stews,
Yeah.
contumely stew.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it
I
wasn't
like-
too hard for you to adapt?
No, not really, but I mean, because, you know, I'll eat that stuff on occasion. I'll eat those local dishes on occasion, but for me, I've always been somebody that I'm a very plain person, and you know, like I like grilled chicken, and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll try to eat healthy, so I cook a lot of my meals myself, or either I'll have someone to come and
Okay,
cook
nice.
for me.
Oh, so you've got like a house help or
Yes,
something?
yes, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay,
So they'll
okay.
come and clean, you know, help me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It makes life a lot easier for you, right? So you
Yeah,
can
I'm
get
running
on.
around, so like by
Yeah.
the time I get home,
Yeah, you don't want to cook, right?
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, awesome. So you mentioned your clinic. What's the name of the clinic?
clinic is American Rejuvenation Clinic.
Okay, and what do you
It's
do
in-
there?
It's in East Legon. We do hormonal replacement therapy. We also do, I mean, it's a general clinic, so we have a full laboratory, we have a pharmacy inside. We do pretty much anything general health.
Okay.
We have partnerships with different facilities to do surgeries, but in the clinic at its present state, we do not do surgeries.
Okay.
It's more of an outpatient
Right.
care facility.
Okay.
But we're in the process of making changes here, so within the next few months we'll be making some major changes.
Okay. So do you look after children as well? Do you see children?
Yeah, we do have children's services as well. We have a pediatrician who partners with us. I'm trying to think. Well, I shouldn't put their name out anymore.
Okay.
So
Okay. So you do children, adults. So pretty much anything. Like if I was to fall sick, God forbid. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But if I was to fall sick, I can come to you.
sure, yeah, we. As far as when it comes to emergencies, that's the only thing that we're
Okay.
really not. It's more of kind of think of it like a urgent care
Right.
or just a general clinic, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Break your arm or something, you know, you can come in, but a
Right.
serious emergency
Okay.
like a surgery or something,
You're not
we would
equipped
have
for
to transports you to another facility.
Right, I see. The reason I'm asking is that a lot of people from abroad want to come to Ghana, and one of the number one questions, or one of the number one things that they're worried about is obviously healthcare. So I guess that's where you step in, right?
Right. I would say that, to be honest with you, Ghana does have a lot of lapses in healthcare right now and a lot of needs. Hospitals can be overcrowded. Even just having professionals, a lot of the facilities share the same specialist. So the specialists bounce around. So to get appointments with them even can be a hard time to get an appointment. So it is an issue. So I would never, someone who has serious health issues, I would definitely scope the area first and get your doctor and hospital that you know you're going to work with, so that you're already taken care of. But to come here and to have, you know, something happen, there are, you know, some things that can transpire due to the shortage of facilities and practitioners.
Okay. But I guess when people are coming, they can definitely find you. Are you on Instagram for the clinic?
Yeah, American Rejuvenation Clinic, which the name will even be switching over to soon. But But it's on Instagram. We're on Facebook, Google. You can just Google it, and everything will pop up. Yeah, right close to ANC Mall. So it's not far. Yeah, but hopefully we'll have some multiple locations here soon, and you know, we'll have a major facility as well. We'll be able to handle holistic healthcare.
Okay. So I know you're a bit of a businessman. You like to kind of see what you can do. Are there any other areas that you've stepped into or you would like to step into? Any other opportunities that you've seen here that would be pretty good to get into?
Everybody is stepping into the real estate. Everybody's stepping into the real estate aspect. And to be honest, it is profitable, especially if you have capital to invest into development. It's a very promising commodity out here to be able to invest in these real estate properties and to get your hands dirty and to start to develop yourself. It's very, very profitable. So that's something I'm getting into as well, into real estate development, land, helping people to manage projects and to do some, you know, to buy land without any problems. So I've helped a lot of people attain land, which I work with another group called African Century Development Group. And we handle development and land sales and things of that nature.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know that. Interesting. So I'm learning. Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for talking to me today. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we sign out and end the video? Oh, well, also, I do have a clothing line as well, so I have I have a... It's all coming out towards the end of the video. Now he's just releasing everything. Okay. I mean, it's still a project, so but we have the website up. I have tailors in place. So anything that you need done, we have a customizing site where you can customize the outfit. If you see something online, you can screenshot it and send it to us, and we can work on it for you. We also have some unique items that we do ourselves with mud cloth and indigo fabric. Oh, really? Yes. What's it called? So it's called FUFUAcollections.com. You can even type in FUFUA Collections or FUFUA Clothing Line. FUFUA. Oh, FUFUA. Okay. So it's nice. Swahili. It's Swahili for to rise up. So we're trying to get people to patronize like African fashion designers and also African fashion rather than to... So do you have like pieces that are already made that you can just buy to shelf? We have some you can buy. I really like that name. I could see myself in the top. Yeah, we have some nice, you guys go on the website and check it out. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm definitely going to check it out. I really like the name. Really like it. Right. Nice. Thank you. Okay, guys, there you have it. So if you would like to contact Tyrone in terms of the clinic or even the clothing line or anything else, help with anything else, I mean, he's your man to go to. You can contact him. I'll put his details into the description box and you can speak to him from there. But thank you again for taking some time out. I know you're a busy man.
Thank you. No, thank you for having me.
That's all right. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment and share this video. Until next time, I am out. Nuti Fafa.